Hello students and everyone sitting over there. I am Santosh Verma Datla from Ask IITians. I am a physics mentor for students also, and I will be making students preparing for JEE mains and advanced and foundation level who are preparing for foundation level in different parts of syllabuses and everything. And now I am here to give a webinar on how to crack JEE 2017 by fixing physics in just 6 weeks. Before going to this, I just want to give you a brief introduction about Ask IITians. As it's a very good. Welcome to the webinar, Ask IITians. As you all know, we must be knowing as Ask IITians is a leading online education company in India, right? So today we are continuing our previous webinar series of how my team members Sakshi and Harsh Patodia of chemistry and physics mathematics respectively given their previous webinars, and as a continuity I am here to give you a webinar on physics, how to fix physics in 6 weeks. Today we are going to discuss about physics plan, and here I am, Santosh Verma Datla. Okay, basically every student, whenever they are starting to prepare for physics, okay, so the main problem is the things that will be going in every student's mind will be these. That is, first and the foremost things what you have to see is this one. That is, the student will be hesitating, the student will be confusing and indecisive, and even the student will be having a doubt, and at last he will be having uncertainty. These are the 5 important things every student will be facing whenever he is going to start prepare any physics exam. And not only in the starting of the physics exam preparation or anything, he will be facing the same problem whenever he sits in an exam hall, and whenever he want to put an answer for the question what he has prepared, and the problems what are all faced will be like this. He will be having everything in his mind, like whatever the things that are being taught by the teachers or tutors or what he has studied and everything. But ultimately, these all the factors which make every student make a wrong step in taking his decision in putting a right answer, right? This is the main problem. So another important problem what I would like to introduce to you is how to increase the pace. That is, till now we might have studied chapter wise as mechanics, or separate chapter wise you might have studied only single chapter taking on Newton laws of motion, or separately chapter wise from 11th standard 12th standard we might have studied. But now it is a exact time where we need to shift out from chapter wise preparation to part wise preparation. So what is this part wise preparation and everything we'll be learning one by one in the future time to go in the forthcoming part of the session. Okay, right. Ultimately, the session should make you very comfortable that before the session and by the end of the session, I'll be giving you my experience tips so that how we can able to increase the pace of the preparation and everything, right? So this is the very important part. Why I'm specifying this one as a very important part of time? Because it is almost very close, because this is already November, and December, Jan, Feb and March, 4 months, and very close to 120 days to 120 days as a rough figure. So in this 120 days or 130 days of rough figure, you are going to attempt different types of mode of examinations. That is academic examinations, mains examinations, JEE advanced examinations. All these will be starting from the starting of April. So now it is very important how you transform yourself from preparing from normal preparing to academic preparing, so that you are increasing of level from 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40 and whatever there in your brains, and hence using it to increase your pace. Okay, so ultimately this is the point. Now coming to the very important point here, how and make a student go from 0 to 100. There are different members who will be acting their roles to increase your marks or whatever your score ultimately, which is helpful for you. In this, the first importance is your academic teachers, where they will be using you in different aspects of examinations. They'll be explaining you the syllabus. They might have given different examinations, but note those exams are based on descriptive examinations. Those descriptive examination preparation and the competitive examination preparation is a far different. As this is the point where I would like to stress to you all, because you have ample amount of time for an academic exam, because subject wise you can write, chapter wise you can write, everything preparedly, separately you can write in academic. But when you compare for a competitive exam which you are going to face in the month of April and May, which will make you your next 40 years of life, which is very important, makes this competitive exam. So this competitive examination you are going to write 11th class physics, 12th class physics. In addition to this 11th, 12th physics, you are going to prepare chemistry and mathematics also. At a time, in the 3 hours of time, you have to practice maths, physics, chemistry on 11th and 12th. It is not a simple task, as like you are preparing for your competitive examinations. So that is the reason you can able to see at the start how a horse has to ignite its velocity. It has to work hard, and where that is from 0 to 40% you can able to take. But to make your speed increase from the rest position to a very, very quick, where you can able to see the 6. Because today's seminar or webinar, what we are going to discuss, the underlying word what I am going to discuss you is all about 6. That is, as you all know, the importance of 6 everywhere, right? That is, in a cricket, if you take as a sports, you can able to see how the importance, the maximum number of run you can able to get by scoring, right? And even when you are preparing any food to eat also, we take all the 6. That is what we call Shadruchi in Sanskrit, right? So in the same way, in fixing of physics also, I give you different aspects of how 6 is important in a role of a student, in the role of a tutor or a teacher, or in the role of a parent. Everything we are going to share my views in the next slides to come. Okay. Ultimately, the middle one is the question mark to increase your slow pace, to increase your pace is the thing we are going to discuss in this session right now. So what am I going to help you in this, and what is your role, and where we as an Ask IITians faculty members, or as a tutors, as a mentors will help you. That is, the first important thing where you have to develop is increasing the accuracy. The more the accuracy you increase, the more the effective mark you can able to get. And the second important thing is, we will be helping you in increasing the same question in a descriptive manner to objective manner, because answering objective is a bit intuitive one when compared to the academic one, because academic one you may do mistake, it doesn't matter, but in competitive it should be very clear, and hence you should be running fast, you should be accurate about your target, and you should be standing first in that one. So in this, all these things to happen, ultimately to make yourself run like a horse by taking these 6 as an important initiative, these are all the things you are going to get, that is objective approach, prioritizing of the chapters, which chapters should be started first, and smart exam practice also we will be making, and I will be showing you how this smart exam practice will be helping you. Okay, and the most important thing is, in academic exam if you take, you can able to have one way of preparation, but here reading, instead of reading, I just suggest you to more and more writing practice. Okay, so this is how you can able to plan. Now I will be sharing you what exactly my view of dividing the complete portion like this. Okay, to make you very clear, I have divided 6 into different parts, as I would like to share to you like this. See, I have divided 6 parts of the syllabus if you can able to take. Okay, 6 parts of the syllabus where I have divided, which I am going to show you like this. Before going to this, I just want to show you what exactly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ultimately our focus is to fix physics by the end of this 6 weeks program. The first one, if I want to take to you, that is you divide the syllabus into 6 parts. That how to divide, in the next slide I will be showing you, right? And after dividing the syllabus, now every week you divide 7 days of a week into 5 days for studying. And in every day you make it as very clear that 4 sessions you prepare. It may be of your comfortability. You take each session as 1.5 hours or 2 hours at a stretch. Making 4, don't stitch continuously from starting to ending at a 6 hours or 8 hours, because human brain cannot able to take that much stretch. So we need a rebooting process. So that is the reason I divided every day into 4 sessions where I can able to share you like this. And why we are doing 6 parts of syllabus, 5 days of study and 4 days a session, ultimately to target that 120 marks what we are going to face in physics, right? So that is what. And in a week, out of 5 days, if I tell that it is study the week, the remaining 2 days what I am sharing you here is for writing tests what you prepared in the respective week for 5 days. Okay, and ultimately these all will definitely will give you a fruitful result in fixing the physics for the last end, which we are been focusing and we will be doing in our crash courses planning also, and we are being successful with the different students where we have been planning it for. Okay, so this is where the very important one where I can able to share this. Right, coming to the very important part which I am taking. See, note this one here. Here, if I make the complete 11th and 12th class physics like this, I have divided the left hand side of this one will be completely with this one. Don't panic, children, you can take snapshot of this one so that it will be very useful for you. And in this, if you divide the syllabus into these parts like this, the left hand part one which you can able to see is your 11th class portion, and the right hand side what you see is your completely your 12th class portion. So 11th class portion I have divided into 3 parts, that is mechanics, waves and oscillations, heat and thermodynamics. And the right hand portion if you take, it is divided into electricity and magnetism, modern physics, ray and wave optics. Not only your competitive examination what you are targeting for 2010, it will be useful for your academic exam also. It is a common thing for preparing any type of examination like JEE 2017, mains, advanced, or even NEET examinations what you are going to face, SAT exam, any examination, the criteria of every examiner who is preparing the question paper will be taking based on this. Okay, so that is the reason, and I am very clearly telling that 6 weeks and 6 parts of the syllabus, which is very important in making us to focus, which tells us the power of 6, whether it is a sport or it is a food habit or it is in physics. Okay, right. Coming to this, there is a tentative model which we have observed that out of this 11th and 12th, you can able to observe one specific point, that this mechanics and this electricity if you observe 7 to 8 questions, because it's a tentative of 1 or 2 questions, but overall if you observe 7 to 8 questions or 8 to 9 questions if you see, these are only carrying around 14 to 16 questions out of 30 questions you are going to get. This is a very, very, very important key point in the way of your preparation. The remaining part is being carried out in a different way. So I just want everyone to keep a very, very high concentration of these two. Why? The question comes, sir, why you are concentrating about this one? Because 50% of the scoring in this, because out of 30 questions and targeting for 360 marks or total 90 questions what we have in all together in all the subjects, and 30 questions, and out of 30 questions if you are good enough to solve around 20 questions, it's a good score, and 20 questions in physics, chemistry, and this which leads to 60 or 70 questions, good attempt will be there, where the score should be increased in such a way like this. So to concentrate on this, just focus on these two chapters, high priority, and then go with waves and oscillations, heat and thermodynamics, ray optics, and modern physics. Okay, the sixth part is over, because I was telling you about once the sixth part is over, we need to discuss about how the sessions and everything. Yes, I have a clear-cut program that I can share you to some extent, where I cannot able to share all the points which I can able to share because of a limited time, where we will be helping you, all the students, those who are those who are coming to our crash courses in this way, which makes the students very helpful. Here I am sharing how can I share the complete 6 weeks of plan, week 1, week 2, 3, 4 and 6 weeks, and I have divided you all these things into different parts and all the 5 days. So this preparation in this way, that is dividing 5 days a week and all the 6 parts of the syllabus, will make you help very easily to segregate your syllabus and write according to you. For example, if you take mechanics, you have a big chapter, mechanics 1, mechanics 2, and mechanical properties of solids and fluids. Everything will come under here, which requires high preparation, which is required for this. So I want every one of you to segregate the syllabus in this manner, which helps you in planning clear cut and what exactly focusing. And this is how you can prioritize. So prioritizing means, okay, mechanics and electricity, one 11th class chapter or one 12th class chapter. So which is helpful for you, or some students can even start week 4, that is electricity, because already electricity is going on and everything is, second year topics are all been going on. But it is not the time only to study your 12th class portion. You have to study your 12th class and also your 11th class parallel, because the gap between your academic exam and your JEE exam is very, very, very less. And if the time what you do spare you now is for your lifetime remembrance, which helps you in a lot of right like this. Okay, so now after 6, now it is 5, and now what is 4? Now if you ask me about 4, this is how I just help you in suggesting, that is divide a day into 4 sessions like this. You can take a 2-hour session or 1.5 session, or maximum make it per 2-hour session, and take a small breaks between each session to make your rebooting things, and this helps to improve your understanding rate and hence increase your pace. So why should we increase the pace? So the more pace increase you have, and hence increasing your accuracy, will increase the number of mark. Every single bit of mark what we make is very, very, very important as far as your exam in targeting about high good rank in this, right? So that is what, right? 6 weeks, 5 days a week, 4 sessions a day, and what will be my next 3 one, which is ultimately the very important one, is to target 120 marks of what you are going to get maximum in physics for JEE mains examination. Don't mind that I am concentrating on the main examination, because academic is different and advanced is different. But to make to advanced and have a good engineering course, the main criteria is to cross the mains examination. Mains examination is always based on time calculation, not subject calculation, because advanced examination you will have a clear-cut subject oriented in a depth way, but mains is always about calculating time and increasing your accuracy. So that is the reason I target you as a 3 to represent 120 marks, which is 80 to 90 is a good enough, and try to get it into 100 out of this one, which will be a very good chances of increasing your marks like this, right? After coming to 6, 5, 4, 3, and what is the next point might be you are thinking in that is what, how to prepare your 2 days of a week, right? Don't panic, children. I might be thinking, you might be thinking that this Santosh sir is telling completely to fix all the 7 days of a week. That is the reason I have given you 2 days of a week to take n number of tests. You take n number of tests in these 2 days, until unless you get the maximum satisfactory increasing in pace by scheduling clear-cut table like this, which can help you in the last 2 days. even though you are not increasing your pace. So make a quick revision of this one in these 2 days and fix the respective part of physics in the respective week. So which helps you in understanding where we are lagging and where exactly we are making mistakes. For that, we are having our module, we are having a website where we will be helping you in taking as many number of tests from Ask IITians. You can generate in depending upon your level, you can generate depending upon your chapter wise, everything, day wise, everything, and ultimately in that 1 week, I want you all to fix the respective part of physics, which will be helpful, and take a clear-cut picture of this one, right? So, right sir, 2 is over. So now what is the ultimate one for us to think is about fixing the physics for one focus, that is getting into all these steps will definitely make you into a clear-cut one. But in this, I just want to make you very clearly that never randomize your study. For that, we are there here to help you, and keep record and track record. This word of keeping record and tracking record, I will give you a table how to keep the record of last 2 days what you have written, everything, and how to record your highest marks and where you are lagging, everything in the next slide to come. Okay, and next one, don't brood over what's remaining. So don't keep on thinking that how much left at 11th standard physics I have to prepare and all these things. Simply make this schedule and make it everything clear that you prioritize everything carefully and take the smart exam practice. Very, very important. This is not the time for you. Very important note, I tell it is not the time for hard work. It is the very important to do your smart work. Because ultimately, to increase your pace in all these things, to increase this thing of running it with a very, very quick and reach the target is very important for us. So this will help you. So that is increasing accuracy and objective, which makes you to increase your 40%, 50%, and how much you work on it will make you very closer to the 100% rate which you can able to plan for. Okay, so this is where I can help you out. Ask IITians, even they're here to help you out in analyzing how to practice like this. Okay, so now this is another one, and the last one what I would like to share is fixing of this one, and never lose hope. And the very important point what I'm sharing you is the time that matters for life. I'm telling you very important this point, because whatever time you accumulate yourself, whatever time you spare, every second, every bit of second will help you in reaching your dream goal comes ahead, very close to you. And how much time you waste, it again matters a lot, right? And the choice you have to make shall depend upon what exactly you are planning it out for, right? So that is what. And interest keeps you on going. And very important role, that is dreams are fragile. That is why dreams are fragile, I am telling, because dream will be there for you, but once you open your eyes, it goes. But to reach that dream which is already broken, to stand up that one, we need a systematic and disciplined, prioritized approach, which this 6 will give you definitely in approaching your goal, right? And the last point where I would like to share to is less reading and more of written practice. Written practice means take a pen and paper and work it out, because from every student is having a habit of listening what the teacher says. That is very good. You will understand physics and you will learn everything. But where the problem comes is once when we want to reproduce back onto a paper, and after seeing the question, then the very important thing what happens is getting into the confusion part, that is indecisiveness. That is after that indecisiveness, you can also take what we can able to have it is indecisiveness means what we cannot decide whether the correct answer is correct or wrong, which you have facing like this. I just want to make that it should not happen at any cost. See, you can able to see the first one I have used the same symbol, and now again this is again the same problems you are going to face in the examination hall. So once you see the question, I just want you all to focus on the 2 options. Out of 4 options, if you observe, there will be close options which may make you confused and take the decision points. And experimental based questions, graphical based questions, and all these things will also help you in different and logical approach questions. But I want you all to overcome this doubt, indecisiveness, confusion. Then definitely you can pace yourself in the exam what you are going to write. Okay. Now after this, I just want you to share a very important slide for you, that is how to track the final point, which I'm trying to share to you like this. You can able to see week 1, 2, 3, 4, the complete plan. See, 6 days a week, 5 days a chapter, a unit, and 2 days of test. And ultimately 4 is for 4 sessions every week. Every day you take it as 4 sessions and plan accordingly like this, which helps you like this. And after this, I just want you to track the record like this. So you can able to take the track like this, that is mechanics, how you are taking day 6 and day 7, and thermodynamics, how you can take whatever chapter you are comfortable, that is you prioritize. But ultimately that priority, what I was telling is, take mechanics and electricity and magnetism as a first priority, which helps you to maximize your increasing capability, because whatever the topics you have 11th class mechanics are all interrelated again for us in electricity and magnetism. How to relaterize, how to link between these two, I think my students which I was teaching, I used to teach them how to link that complete mechanics of 11th standard to and electricity what we have in 12th standard, which helps in bridging the topic between one topic to another topic, which can solve their confusion and to overcome the pattern of examinations what they are going to face. Okay, so this track-wise, topic-wise track record will help. After recording this track-wise, I just want you to take this one as a very, very important one. That is 6 weeks track record. If you take, that is week 1. So you take the highest. You take the highest one what you get in that respective chapter, that is in the respective part, and you also record where you have done the lowest one. And please note about where you have done the lowest one and take the average, and like that if you plan for all these things, you will get to know where exactly you are keeping down and where you have to focus in which branch, so that it will boost you in increasing the physics pattern and helps increasing the more number of marks you can able to score in physics part in that 120 to 120 marks. Okay, so this is how, which helps you in this. And in the average one, don't put the number, please. I just request you to put best, better and good enough. Best, better and good enough, and try your effort maximum to fix this one, which helps you in reaching the goal of what you are dreaming for. Okay, and answering physics we have discussed. And last but not the least, the persons who are in the webinar might be students, right? There may be intellectuals, there may be a very important part where parents. Earlier I told you role of a teacher and role of a tutor, student, guide, mentor, whatever. But ultimately, I just want to give you a very important role that will be taken by the parents. And I request parents on this behalf also to initiate a very important pattern like this by inculcating good healthy habits and making them, the students, to have good habits of consistency in this, and just encourage them regularly. Okay, you can do. Let us all ignite their minds, what is there in their mind, instead of getting demotivated them that I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I just want this type of motivation to be supported even from, I think we will be giving, but this 6 weeks consistency is very important, right? And makes them and save the most. I just want you all to spare more time with the children so that their possibility of increasing even a single mark happens to be very important, right? So, and ultimately the last and the foremost important, that is right motivation and push are the utmost important point where I just want to increase, because motivation everyone will, because the motivation given by a parent and especially by teachers or mentors, which helps the student to motivate very quickly, and definitely they will be trying to crack like this. Okay, so ultimately in any part of this one, if you are free to contact Ask IITians or any free counseling in how to plan this one, and how we can able to plan the complete scenario of this one, and we are executing all these things in our crash course. But now it is very important that we need to plan like this in the future days, which can able to help fixing physics very clearly in the future days to come. And I want everyone to plan like this in segregating all this week wise, plan and schedule the things. And the last one which I want to put for you is this table, which will be very helpful for you to plan your 6 weeks of schedule. Okay, so this is how I just, but ultimately the last and the foremost important thing is, you should, by the end of this 6 weeks of session, you should come out of that 5 problems what you are going to face, that is what we have indecisiveness, doubts and confusion, and make the best of you and leave the rest of the things, because every individual student will have individual potentiality. Okay, so I just want to increase that potentiality by exercising this exercise, which helps you in prioritizing. Okay, and by the way, we are here to help you to focus about whatever doubts you have and how to prepare, and we are all giving you a session, free counseling session, to how to plan all this. If you have any doubts regarding this and any chapters, if you are having any doubts in this, we are always ready to help you. And even whatever doubts you have, we have a free forum discussion also, where you can ask questions, post everything 24/7 always, so that we will be solving you and helping you in reaching the target, and help make you, every individual, do the best of your potential in reaching from 0 to 100%, which will be a fruitful result to your parents, to your well-beings, and to the mentors and everyone, which helps you in this 6 weeks of session. Like this is what we have been planning from last 3 sessions, like what we had mathematics and chemistry by my team members. Like now we have physics. So this is the 3 sessions we have given you clear how to plan accordingly. But in the next sessions to come, in the next week session, okay, how to study we have given, but what to study and where to study is the question comes for every student. Okay, so we'll be helping you in the next session that where to study, which books to refer, will make you help in increasing your further improvement in the examinations, right? So this is how I just want to conclude you by giving a very good thank you for joining us for today's webinar, and I hope this webinar might have helped you a lot in understanding how to prepare and how to plan for this. So I request, this 6 is very important, 6 weeks, okay, 6 units, and everything you can able to plan. I'll be putting that slide once again for you, so that it will be helpful in segregating the complete part like this. So this is how you can able to have, and the power of 6 will help you definitely in scoring a good rank. Okay, I once again thank you all for hearing the webinar here, and I hope my ideas and views might have helped you a lot, and hence request you to follow, and any help needed you can able to link the last one link what we have here, so that it will be useful to you in any way. Thank you once again. Thank you all, and I wish you all good luck in all your academic examinations and competitive examinations to get fruitful and successful. Thank you all.